One of the hardest lessons and most important things that I have learned is that you have to let go. And that letting go is also the hardest thing to do. But letting go is what allows you to actually let in what's meant for you. Letting go allows you to trust. Letting go allows you to align. And when you don't let go, you suffocate the life out of things. You become attached, you become scared, you operate from a place of fear, of scarcity, of staying within what's safety. When you don't let go, you don't take risk in life. When you don't let go, you end up staying in toxic patterns and cycles that aren't serving you. And when you're able to get to a place where you can release, it's at that point that you can finally live. That you can act from a place of connectedness. Because when you let go, you trust. And when you trust, everything happens the way that it's meant to. That when you let go of your beliefs, when you let go of your feelings, when you let go of resentment, when you let go of thinking that things have to be a certain way, you can allow them to be as they are. You can see things as they are. You can then actually see reality on reality's terms. Live life the way that it actually is and not the way that you want it to be. Because we get so caught up in what we want, how things should be. And then we always have this conflict within us because we're not able to let things go. And for me, I've had many times when I have not wanted to let go. When I saw a future with someone, and I was so certain that it was going to be this person. And I told everyone, I told my family, my mom, my dad, my friends about this girl, that she was going to be the one. And then she wasn't. And I had to let go of that. I had to let go to live, to move forward, to not be attached to the past. And in letting go, it's almost like a part of you has to die for a new part to come to life, to be reborn in a sense. And that's a really challenging thing to do because you have to release the ego. You have to loosen the grip of what you thought life was, of everything that you had known. Because we use our imagination and we create this future and we project that into our present reality and we think that this is it. And then when that's taken away from us, when reality smacks us in the face, we don't know what to do. And it's one of the most difficult experiences. But letting go is so liberating. Because holding on is operating from fear. Letting go is operating from love. That when you truly have love in your heart, you do it from a detached place, but detached but connected. Detached but connected. That you trust. When you let go, you trust what is meant for you. And the more you do this, the more powerful you realize that it is. Because when one door closes, another one opens. When one chapter ends, a new one begins. But letting go also means being able to embrace the unknown, embrace the uncertainty, and understand that it's okay to have a period of not knowing anything, not knowing what's going on, not knowing what the future holds. Because in that is the freedom. That in letting go is the creation of your life, of what is authentic to you, of what is meant for you. And letting go of identities. This is also really challenging, but super transformative. In order to grow, you have to shed old layers. You have to step into a new person. Recently, I have had to step into a new person. I've had to let my old self die. The person who was chasing pleasure and dopamine, who was operating from safety, comfort, and attachment with an ego. I had to let that person die. I had to let go of that identity and understand that that is not me. That I am the awareness of that. And through becoming aware of that, I knew that that was not aligned with who I actually am. So I had to take on a new identity, one in which I take care of myself. I'm intentional. I operate from a place of love. I do things that are uncomfortable and challenging because I recognize that that is how I grow. I persevere. And that is the type of person that I know that I am deep down. And so I had to let go of what wasn't serving me. And sometimes we have to let go of friends. We have to let go of things that are not in line with us. And that means challenging and difficult, uncomfortable conversations. And so often we want to avoid conflict. We want to suppress things. We want to push them away. But anytime we try to push things away, they're always there. And they have more of a control over us when we do push them away. We think that in the moment, if we don't deal with it, that we won't ever have to deal with it. But we deal with the consequences of things and the manifestations of things and the effect and influence and impact that they have through not dealing with them. That they are then pulling us from behind. They are in our shadows. They become our puppeteer. You cannot ignore those things. And along with letting go is letting through. Because in order to get to a place of letting go, you have to let things through. If you don't feel an emotion and you just say that I'm going to let it go, that's not truly what it means to let go. To let go means to let through and then out, within and without. But it has to course through you. The energy has to flow. You have to trust that process. You have to embrace it. You have to breathe through it and release it. And know that even if there's fear there, even if there's discomfort, that even if you have all these ideas and these conflict, that on the other side is a lighter you, is liberation, is a truer version of you. And this is a continual practice. It's not something that once you do, you're done with it. I'm continually having to let go of things and be aware of when things come up that I don't have to act on them. That letting go is always a process that is in action. That I'm letting go at all times. And that it then becomes a part of you. You become someone who is not attached. You become someone who trusts. It becomes a part of your identity. And then you can say to yourself, I am someone that let goes. You remind yourself of that you do not force things. Because why would you want to force things in life? You deserve things that choose you. People, jobs, whatever it is in your life, friend groups. You deserve things that choose you. And so in order to see what really chooses you, you have to let go. Because only then can you see clearly. Only then will things make sense. Only then will you be able to see things for what they actually are. But when you're too close to it, when you're too zoomed in, when your grip is so tight, you can't see what's actually meant for you because you're not willing to let go of it. And so you're holding on from that place of fear, not from love. Love is the ability to let go, to trust, and to know that what is meant for you will find you, that you will not have to force it. I promise you. But so many of us, we have this internal fear of abandonment. We have this childhood trauma. We have all of these things that are ruling the direction of our life. And so it's continuing to address these things, to see, why is it so hard for me to let go? What is bubbling beneath the surface? What is going down? What is going on deep down within me? And then doing the deep work, doing the shadow work. This is not an overnight process, but it starts with a single step, and that is the acknowledgement, the recognition, the realization, and the awareness, and then putting it into practice. And I promise you, life will get so much better, freer, lighter, and more in alignment with who you actually are if you can do this. I love you.